So we've done the project, it's built, it's beautiful. How do you know if it was successful? What's the metric of success for a faith-based project? Obviously, the client likes it.
Yeah, I'd say for me, it's so satisfying when they call back about something else they're looking to do, or you get a recommendation. I mean, that's where the value is. It's great to go when when these projects open, see everybody excited, and the glorification of that. And those are always pretty amazing with any project sector. But getting that call back and knowing that you truly are that trusted advisor that they're looking to, and they're telling their friends about as well. I mean, it just speaks much more highly than us marketing, a church when you've got that, from coming from them, the greatness that we serve their church.
I think another thing is to see the way that once they experience the church for a little bit, they discovered things that we thought were really important, and they didn't fully recognize it until they lived in it for a bit. And then they realized how important that was. That makes you feel like there was something successful. One example of that was in Calvary Church in Simpsonville, where we basically took over from another architect who had tried to design the project. It just was not working out in various ways, and they ended up bringing us on board, and we essentially kind of turned the design 90 degrees from where it had been, and created the center point became this fellowship hall sort of gathering space that led to all the different parts of the church from this one center spot. They had put the sanctuary as a center spot, and so where the people were gathering and connecting was all sort of all over the place. There's no central sort of place. So this gathering place became like the town hall, you might say. And they knew that was important. They bought into that right from the start. But they thought the sanctuary was the most important thing they were building. Well, after they lived in it for a little while, they were saying, you know what, that gathering space is really the thing that brings us all together. That's turned out to be sort of the most significant space that we built. And so that, it's really rewarding when it sort of turns out the way you hoped it would. But you're not sure until they're in it. And once they're in it, it's real life experience. It isn't theories. Yeah. So it's fun to see it work.
It is. I mean, going back to that campus, 1 or 2 years later, and seeing that should truly function the way it was designed, and not a makeshift, realization. It's like those decisions that we grinded out with the client. They truly do work. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of satisfaction in that for sure. Mm-hmm.
And there was one time when something didn't work, but we've forgotten about that.
Just that one time.
No.
Never
That's right. No.